I'm guessing we record. Oh
Oh,
man.
now you got jokes. Now you've got
Hey,
jokes.
shit. Hey man, I wish I had more of them this past fucking week, man. But shit, I'm trying, man.
Welcome back. It's a brand new episode. This is Laugh With Me, a podcast with Jeremy Odom. I am your host, J.O. We've got a good one for you this week. We've brought back a previous guest. He was one of our first guests we've ever had here on Laugh With Me. Early on in season 1, about midway through 2023, we spoke to Lavetti Vegas, stand-up comedian out of Omaha, Nebraska. He was back just a few weeks ago. He was back on the show. And then he messaged me the next day after we recorded. And he goes, man, we can't put that out there. It wasn't because it was bad. Because I'm telling you right now, it was riveting content. But, he likes to speak his mind. He has many of opinion, and that's okay. We all do, except he tells you it. And we definitely went deep into, people and markets and different comedic scenes in the area, and he named names. Things that we're just not going to put out there. Some feelings were going to be hurt. So we decided to shelve that one. We called it The Lost Episode, and we covered it in the Laugh With Me episode called The Lost Episode. So you can go back and hear all about that. But we had him back on. Lavetti is back. We're here to talk about the Dangerously Diabetic Tour, which, Laugh With Me, is the 6th stop on the tour. You can also see him April 6th at the Benson Theater, and April 7th at the Family Time Podcast, and April 11th at the Papio Pug here. Pug. Yeah. He's at the Papio Pug. He's at a dog's house out at the Pound. You know, he's got that dog in him, so that's why he's performing at the Papio Pug. Now, at the Papio Pub in Nebraska, this is Laugh With Me with our special guest. This is Lavetti Vegas.
All right, man. That's cool, man. That's all great, man. You know, I'm on the Dangerously Diabetic Tour. You know what I'm saying? But,
I love the name. Obviously, anyone who's seen you do stand-up before has heard your bit about, having diabetes. I mean, is that kind of where the name came from?
yeah, of course, man. That's definitely where the name came from, man.
I thought it would be funny if I ever am lucky enough to have a tour. I mean, I could probably call it something similar. I think that was a great idea. Maybe I could have like the Rotting Colon tour, or Can't Stop Bleeding from My Ass tour. I don't know, something similar to that. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like it hurt. The tour and your ass, they both sound like they hurt, man.
It still hurt.
Yeah, man. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know how far you gonna get, man, with that, but man, do your thing, man. I can't knock it, man.
So I want to talk about the tour, but before we talk about the tour, you and I have recorded an episode recently that will never see the light of day.
Never.
We owe it to the people. Talk about it. What what do you want to, I guess, say about that?
This what happened, man. You didn't tell motherfucker you was recording. That's what happened. You called me like we was having a regular conversation.
I said,
and not saying that I wouldn't say half the shit that I said, because it's a couple motherfuckers I just don't give a fuck about.
Right.
Honestly. But it's a lot of people that I'm actually cool with, and I was talking about the past. So I don't want to reignite anything talking about the past, even though I'm cool with these people. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That was my whole thing, man. It was really the past, and it was just shit that just was bothering me, man. But at the end of the day, man, like after the day, man, I might be off social media for about a week anyway. I know that sounds crazy because I'm always posting, but I just, man, sometimes you need a mental break from shit, man. You know, when you're on tour, you know what I'm saying? But really, that last episode, that's really what it was, man. It was just, I didn't want to start more beef, man, and I'm really trying to be on the straight and narrow when it comes to actually doing this comedy thing. You got to be nice to everybody, but you don't got to like everybody.
Yeah, and that's fact, and that's just the way it is in life. But in my defense, we had a time set up, and I said, "All right, you ready?" And then we just start talking, which is great. That's great content. But I think you're 100% right. What's the point of bringing up hurt feelings or anything that's in the past when it's not necessary? But I will say that it was captivating content, and we had a great conversation. It was a lot of fun, but I totally understand why you were hesitant to put that out in the world.
That thing get released, man. There's gonna be a lot of hurt feelings, man, and people gonna be like, "Damn, man." They be on their 50 cent Winston. Damn, homie. In high school, you was a man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? You know what I mean? Because it's really. What really is, like I said, it was a lot of the stuff from the past, but when I talk about a certain comedian, and it's crazy because we were cool, not cool. I don't know what the fuck we got, honestly. And I ain't gonna drop a name, but everything I told that motherfucker a couple years ago, it's coming to fruition. Anybody can. This is the thing, man. Anybody can put on a show. Anybody can produce a show. My grandma could come in and a successful one is two different things.
Right.
And it's comedians that put on shows and, oh man, I put on the show and I put people on. Putting people on a free show and putting people on a paid show is two different things. Putting me on a free show, anybody can do that. Putting me on a paid show, that's actually putting work into it. And that's why you see people produce shows that be having, and I'm not knocking them. I'm not knocking them when I say it. That's why you got these produced shows for about 15, 20, maybe 25 people, because they're not paying the comics. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're not paying any of the comics, or if they do, they're only paying the host and the headliner. That's how these shows come about. If you put me on a show, you come up and I can't pay you, or I can't pay you much. Well, let's go to you can't even pay me, right? And you charge them 10 at the door, and then there's 60. That's $500. Why can't you pay me? You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why can't you pay me? There's 10 times 50 is $500. Why can't you pay me? Why? Why? You're giving out these cheap prices, and that's why, honestly, man, the price is up with me. Man, some of these shows I got coming up, if I ain't even told a comic what I'm getting paid on some of these days, they probably wouldn't believe it.
They probably want to jump on with you.
You said what?
They probably want to jump on with you.
I got some folks coming. I got some folks coming, man. I got some folks on some of these shows. Not the name. Well, I guess I could. Oh man, it ain't a bad name drop. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
you got Brent Bradley coming with me, a couple shows.
Nice.
Terrence Godwith, a couple shows. Richie B, got him on a show. Carter Heights got him on a show. Noe Ramirez got him on a show. George Zilla, even though we got our shit, you know what I'm saying? I got him on a show. So I got some folks coming with me. I just don't need to brag about it though.
Right.
According to some people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna. I got people coming. See, this is the thing with me. I work with so many different types of people when it comes to comedy. If you just, I worked with so. Actually, I dropped it. Me and Zach Lavetti have such different comedic comedy styles, right? But he doesn't live anymore. He lives in New York. You probably don't know him. But when he was here, what do you say? Hey, man, if you ever got a show to put me on, man, that'd be nice. All right, I'll put you on. I'm gonna put a motherfucker on at least once.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I'm gonna be like, look, man, let me look at some dates. Let me see what I can make happen. Carter Heights came up to me at open my end, and Eddie did a date open, and I was like, damn near 2 months ago. But I just told him a couple days ago, hey man, I might have a date. If you look at that tour dates, there's a spot open damn near on every show I got. It's just a matter of how much pool do I have to put people on. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's my whole thing. It's how much pool do I have to put you on? I could put anybody on. you got to do the work after that.
Yep.
So it's again, I think that's what happened with the last episode was just I got off the rails, but the real focus is dangerously diabetic food. That's the real focus.
Good.
I can't be giving people a platform that really don't deserve one.
Right. No, and that makes a whole heck of a lot of sense when you put it that way. But the Dangerously Diabetic Tour, it's begun. You're on it all over. I mean, honestly, you started to host a little more. I mean, talk about that. What's the strategy there?
Man, the hosting, man, I think it's to get me back in the groove of things and being comfortable. You know what I mean? Because honestly, I'm trying to get my groove back, feeling like Stella. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man, that went over your head. That should have been funny.
Still got a groove bag. I get the reference. I'm not. I'm right in that age group. I'm right in that age group. I'm surprised you knew it.
Yeah, man, keep it moving, buddy. Okay, keep it moving. Yeah, I'm just saying yes. You just shut the fuck up about it. But
Stella, he's still you're bringing up 20-plus-year-old references, and you're like, I guess that went over your head. That's like me talking about the thong song on stage and being surprised young people don't know it.
I'm just saying, different cultures, man. I met Terry McMillan, man. I met Terry McMillan back in like 2005.
Did you really?
Yeah, I met Terry McMillan at a book signing.
Wow.
But
what'd she write in your book?
Was she writing my book?
Yeah, at a book signing. What was written in the book?
Oh man, I can't even tell you, man. My mom had a couple books. My mom was actually managing the event.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I got to meet her and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
She signed all my mom's books. But what
we were talking about hosting. Yeah, you're talking about hosting.
Yeah, so I haven't hosted in a minute, man. When I hosted in Oskaloosa, it felt great because when you bring that energy and you're going up cold, right?
Yep.
Like nobody's setting you up, nobody's giving you the hot stuff. You are going up cold. You gotta bring it. You gotta bring that vibe. See what I'm saying? So when I went there and was just hosting, I was like, man, this shit felt good. I didn't even know it was 10 minutes went past. That's how I was like, man, you know what? I got a lot of material and enough material. It's about building it and still getting it tight. You know what I mean? But I did a great job, at least in my opinion. I didn't even end it how I wanted it to end. I wish I did, but I personally knew the opener was still fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I didn't want to kill it. Everybody always says, "Oh, you always want to kill it." To a point, I'm a host. I want to do great. No, actually, take that back. I want to do good, but I don't want to do great. And I know this sounds a little weird, but that opener is an opener for a reason. And I don't want to kill it so bad to where like now you got to compete with this. You see what I'm saying? Like I want to end like I left it open for you to continue what I'm doing.
Well, your job's to set up the next comic and to make them believable from the get.
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole thing. You know what I mean? So it was definitely I'm hosting 5 more shows. What's not on that list? April 19th, I'm in Sioux City with Carmela Anderson. She's headliner. I'm featuring. And June 29th, I'm in St. Louis. Georgilla's gonna be there, and I'm hosting. But I got 5 more shows hosting, and I like it. It's getting that crowd, it's getting me up there doing the damn thing, and I can see what works and don't work and shit, and it just gets me in that groove. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, like I said, getting the groove back like Stella. So we're just it's slowly getting into that, and it feels good, man, to have all these dates, man. I worked it out with my son's mom, and, you know, if I have a show on Friday, then I got my son Saturday, vice versa. So I won't be taking no weekend shows like I did this week or last week, I should say, because I gotta have myself one of those days. So we're working something out. I'm not talking personal business out there, but something will be worked out. You know what I mean?
Well, you've got April 6th. You're at the Benson Theater.
I'm at the Benson Theater. It's a comedy competition. They say it's like Apollo style. So yeah, you know, I better come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Georgilla's on that show.
Yeah, he definitely is. Nobody's scared of that dude, man. But he's on that
he's
show.
coming on the podcast soon.
That's fantastic. I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for him, man. He can, like I said, me and him, we might not be in a group no more, but we still work. We still cool, and we do the damn thing, man. But some things just don't work. You don't gotta be in a group to still be friends with people.
Oh, 100%.
And some things just don't work out, and I can still work with anybody. Still got them on some shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But again, it's how much work ethic you want to put behind it. I like doing this comedy shit with my friends. Damn near every date I got a comedian coming with me. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be.
I noticed, like, and it's not just some of your upcoming shows, because like I said, you're all over the Midwest, but like April 6th at the Benson Theater, April 11th at Papio Pub, and just some of your shows you've had recently. I've noticed you're doing a lot more like locally, and for a while you weren't doing that. What was, I guess, kind of your thought process in that?
But this is the thing. I've always wanted to do local, man. But the thing about it is, people just not booking, and it can be because of the past. Like I said, I came in, we could say cocky, and I wasn't good yet. You know what I mean? Attitude, drama, a lot of things come into play. People wouldn't sign Terrell Owens, and he was still good. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But his attitude was there.
Dude was still in his prime.
And even though I've changed, motherfuckers just one. Sometimes you blackballed or blacklisted without even knowing you blackballed or blacklisted.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes you gotta see what's going on. I've never been a guy who refuses local shows. Maybe people think like, oh, he costs too much, I can't afford it. I don't know. Or maybe he's gonna bring drama. I can't answer why. I can't answer why people won't book me locally or have it, but I've always been open to get booked locally. I just think, what it is? I think people see these dates and see me promote, and they're like, I don't know if this dude really want to do this shit. In the past, I've said something about local shows and out-of-state shows. Because honestly, man, when you do the same venue all the time, you might be funny here.
Yeah.
But take them jokes. You can't take an Omaha Zoo joke to California. You can't even take that shit to Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? Because who the fuck been to the Omaha Zoo?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm not hating on people, again, because I don't want that to come off like that. It's just that Omaha, like I think everywhere, has a ceiling. And once you hit that ceiling, it's like being at the casino. Let's say you hit $1 million, right? If you hit $1 million at the casino, there's a higher ceiling, right? You keep going, right? But once you hit that $1 million, you already feel great hitting $1 million. Why would you want to hit more than that? You already hit it.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
I've been at every place you can perform comedy at, damn near. I've been at, and I want to keep doing it. But what doing the local shit is cool for me having people come out and see what I'm doing. But what does it do after that? Right? Like what do you want to take this at? I was fucking going out of town and I didn't even have 5 minutes, bro. I was on a plane and didn't even have 10 minutes. Like sometimes you gotta take that risk.
Yeah, it's a risk.
It's a definite risk, but if you can afford it, not saying I'm baller, but if you can afford it, if you plan right, if you can execute right. I've been to Arizona, man. First night, well, so far. Second night, killed it. Been to Atlanta. First 2 nights, cool. Last 2 nights, trash. I've been places to take those risks. If that's what you really want to do with this company, that's why I got those people on the tour. Hey, how bad you want this shit?
I think I know how you can afford it now. You're selling air fryers on the side, and that's how you're affording all these plane tickets.
Man, the air fryer is gone. It's gone, man.
I'm telling you what, that was one of the all-time biggest fumbles you've ever had.
Hey, man,
is getting rid of that air fryer.
you know what it is, but what did everybody constantly? If we go, let's go on the air fryer tip. What did everybody constantly say on those comments when it came to the air fryer? Chicken nuggets,
Yep.
fries, and chicken. I don't eat 2 out of 3 of those. You see what I'm saying? So you're talking about me using this air fryer to cook those things, which are primarily for my son, and he's only over here a couple days out the week.
But do you
know what
use
I'm
your
saying?
oven?
Yeah, I use the oven.
All right, so basically anything you put in your oven, you can use in the air fryer.
Can you put ribs in the air fryer?
I bet you could. I guess I personally have not.
No, hold on. Ain't no betting. Hold on.
I'll bet you can.
No,
you know what?
these are yes, yes or no question.
I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look this up right now and see if you can. And if you can, did you keep a receipt on that sale? Can you go get it back? Can you? We're gonna get you an air fryer.
No. The air fryer is gone. But let's
ribs in air fryer, temp and time. Oh yeah, everybody's doing it. Oh, look at this. Easy barbecue air fryer ribs. 40 minutes. Oh yeah.
How long you say?
30 minutes. Okay. Air fry for 30 minutes, turning at the 15-minute mark. So we're talking 30-minute ribs.
But man, grilling ribs and air frying ribs is 2 different ribs, man.
Oh, this is gonna be good. You know what? I'm gonna air fry ribs. That's what I'm gonna do.
Go ahead. Do pork chops too.
You know what's funny?
Do lamb also.
You know what's funny? We had pork chops for dinner tonight. The discussion of can we put the pork chops in the air fryer came up and we talked about it. We didn't do it, but we talked about it.
That's fine. It's gone. Ain't nothing to talk about. That thing's gone.
I can't believe that. Somebody who has it really is really good. Like out of the air fryer, it's really quick, it's efficient. I don't know. There's just something about it. But what a miss to just not even open it up and try it. And what'd you sell for? Like $10?
It's gone. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. That's funny. I did enjoy your bit though, where you were kind of staring at the air fryer, just kind of pondering what's next with it. That was funny.
Just trying to be like the kids, man. I'd rather cook, man.
Yeah.
I'm a cook guy. I'd rather just cook on the stove. Multiple things. You know what I mean?
So are you a foodie? I mean, do you like to cook?
Yeah, I like to cook, man. You better ask these girls out here, man. Come on, man. I throw down. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I've seen you post pictures of what the girls are making you.
No, hold on. See, you see. Hold on, man. Let's talk. Talk to me, man. Hold on. Let's talk. Ain't no women make me no food. See, you see how social media works. So all those pictures, because somebody else said that too. None of those women ever cooked me food. Those are women that actually cook their own food, and I was just making fun of them because my homegirl said she can cook.
Oh,
which is the same. You know what? It's the same homegirl who said that she can cook. This is the very first picture when I said white can cook or white girls can cook or whatever. Like I was just playing around.
Yep.
The same girl, and you remember how many comments and reactions?
Yeah, it exploded. Yeah.
Yeah. This the same girl who just posed in my merch shirt.
And got your grandma all worked up.
She got how you know? she got these women in a chokehold right now. Man.
Oh yeah.
I ain't seen this girl in about a year and a half. Y'all women in a chokehold right now.
So you're telling me she just, without any prompt, just posted pics in your t-shirt and just put it out there without anything between you two.
Come on, man. Listen to me, man. Let me talk to you real quick. Hold on. Let me talk to you real quick. She got a shirt like a while back. She got a shirt a while back. And she said, hey, I can help you promote your brand, with the shirt. And I'm like, all right. Because people say this. People, you know how much stuff people say to me? Like, they say stuff like that a lot. Like, they be like, oh, I want to do this, do that. And I'll just say, all right. Yeah. I never get hyped no more. Like, don't gas me up, leave me on E. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never really say that no more.
Yep.
So she said that. So I'm in South Dakota. Friday, I was in South Dakota. I wasn't even here. Tagged. She made a post. Hot girls Love Lavetti Vegas. Hashtag on all runs. Hashtag no fumbles. Hashtag use store.
She
I'm
even
like,
used the hashtags.
even use the hashtags. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, shit. Okay, I see her out here. Okay, shit. So I hit her up like, man, I appreciate that, whatever. And she was getting some love for it and stuff. I
Yeah,
was like, man, I gotta post this on my page, man.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? But before I did, Graham's hit me up like, who that white girl wearing your t-shirt? Because I'm tagged. So she could see, who's that white girl wearing your t-shirt? I'm like, man, that's just my friend Grandma. Oh, that's a little pretty white girl, you know. And she's like joking, of course. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yep.
She don't think I'm dating this girl or anything like that. So I just posted what my grandma said, reposted the pictures. And a lot of my friends is, you know, taken, so they can't be liking that type of pictures. Man, I didn't think they was. I know they were seductive, but I didn't know they were gonna put these women in a chokehold. So I got women in my inbox. Oh, you like blondes? And one of the homegirls was like, "Oh, you looking thirsty?" I'm like, "Thirsty?
Thirsty.
How? That's not thirsty. That's somebody promoting my fucking photo, and I put it on my story, and it looks good." And maybe, just maybe, if I gave you a shirt, you maybe could look half as good as that.
Oh, that's great.
I'm not dating this girl. I ain't touching this girl. Man, when I seen this girl, I think I got the side hug. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, huh? Man, I liked her friend. I didn't even like her. You know what I'm saying?
So I believe
no
you.
time.
I believe you. Here's the thing, though. You posted it, and then people are saying exactly what you're just saying right here. But instead of just letting them comment and letting it live, you've been responding back to each individual one.
At first, I wasn't, though. At first, I let it rock. I thought it was funny. I was like, I'm gonna just let it rock. But man, when they confront you in the inbox, you like, oh shit.
Oh.
Okay, now I gotta say something because these people think I'm dating this girl, so I had to make a rebuttal post. Like, look, hey, this is my friend. She posted this. I was thankful. You know what I mean? But we are only friends. She did that on her own. Ain't nobody tell her. Let's be honest. It ain't like she half naked. No, she's not. It ain't like she half naked in these pictures.
Right.
She literally got a shirt that's too big, if we're being honest. And she got makeup on and looks good.
Yep, that's it.
What's the problem? You know what the problem is? She's a pretty ass white girl.
Yep.
You got these women that's probably like, yeah, man, this is what he likes. Probably looking at their stomach.
It's the jealousy.
Yeah, jealousy and hate. Oh, you thirsty, man? That ain't no thirst involved at all. You know what I'm saying? Man, what am I gonna tell her? Hey, thanks for promoting my stuff, but what I want to say is you can't do that. What the fuck I look like? You tagged me in some shit looking like that. I was about to drive back from South Dakota.
Oh, that's great.
I was about to cancel my show. Like, damn, who you looking at like that?
Yeah.
So she looks good. Don't get it twisted, but why people got their panties in the front?
Did your grandma calm down?
My grandma didn't care. My grandma saw that, said what she said, and then you know what my grandma did? Start asking about my son. She don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
My grandma said, "That's a pretty white girl." How's my great grandson? She don't give a fuck. She moved on. That was a 30-second conversation.
That's great.
My grandma ain't like, "Hey, so y'all fucking?" My grandma ain't saying no shit like that.
We need to sell you more. We need to sell more of your merch. It's a sharp looking shirt.
It's a great product, and I ain't talking about the shirt.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is you're like, no, there's nothing, and then you say something like that, and then it's like, okay.
But it is nothing. Hey, just because you think a Jaguar look good don't mean you want to drive it.
Yeah, that's true.
I love playing video games. Don't mean I got to get a PS5. We can keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it. We can't fool ourselves, man. Man, Thea Moore looks good. She looks great, fantastic. I appreciate the shout out. I appreciate the post. But they didn't do this. Hold on, they didn't do this with my homegirl Gina Rich. She also wore my shirt. You know, and she looks good. and it was just plain picture.
Yep.
Where was the head at for? Where was the head at for that? Atlas Parker. Shout out to Atlas Parker with that Tattoo West. You know what I mean? I Candy West tattoo. Man, I'm fucking it up. But she a tattoo artist. She wore my picture. She wore my shirt. Took a good picture. Where was the head at for that? We gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, them two didn't do what she did, but they still did the same thing. Okay, they didn't do what she did, but nobody was assuming or, sending friend requests that don't even know her just because.
It's about the seductive pictures. That's what it's about.
But that don't mean I'm fucking her.
True.
Nigga, I got a side hug last time I see her. Nobody fucking get for it, bro. She looks, tell the truth, she need to take that bottle and leave First Watch Cafe right now. Like, she need to go right now. Go on the runway somewhere, do something. She's still young enough to do it. She's pretty enough to do it. I'm giving her a props. But you could think somebody look good without liking them. I'm telling you. And it's not like that. Thank you for the promo. I might take you out to dinner. You don't know how to cook. But that's about it.
Maybe next time you'll get like a fist bump or something.
Or he's like a big brother to me. Oh, shit, you done.
Oh, it's over then, yeah. Hey, speaking of First Watch, I love First Watch.
Fuck them.
Oh, no, you don't like First. Oh, their breakfast is so good.
Motherfucker, I worked there for 5 years. They could suck a dick.
Man, I had a mimosa there the other day for breakfast. It was good.
So if you don't quit talking about that fuck ass place.
All right, I love a mimosa. Anyway, I think it was the first time you were on the show. There's a couple of things I want to talk about with that. One is the Clash of the Comics. You told me you were retiring after this last one. You were just on last week. How'd it go?
It went good.
Good.
But it went good. That's all I can say. It went good. I'm not gonna say it went great because I didn't win.
Right.
But it went good. Aaron did the damn thing. But a lot of people hit me up. Was like, "Oh man, this is yours." I don't. You know what? Any given Sunday, man.
Yeah.
It ain't that I didn't have no confidence. I had that dog in me. You know what I'm saying? But any given Sunday, I don't underestimate nobody. Shout out to Aaron, man. She had a great win. She did the damn thing, man.
Oh, Aaron's fantastic. But what was your drive to want to go back and do it? I thought you were just kind of moving on.
Daisy had I asked Daisy to put me in if anybody drops out. And she did it the first time, and then she just did it again. I literally had 3 days to prepare.
Oh my.
Yeah, but I think I did great.
Yeah.
I think I did good. I did great.
Speaking of preparing, I know, and this is again back when you and I, when you were first on the show, we were talking about just kind of the process, and you were like, I'm not really big into going to mics and kind of just being around in that scene. You've been going to a lot more mics. I mean, what's changed, I guess, in that regard?
Man, time. You know what I mean? I didn't have time before, and then it was just, again, man, you don't gotta like everybody, but you gotta be nice to everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, the thing about this thing about comedy, man, and people might book you, might not. I've seen open micers, people that had in their first year, people that's barely, you know what I mean, been doing it on these shows and showcases. But why? If you see somebody, I've been doing it almost 5 years now, right? Honestly, 5 years is still baby. I'm still a rookie. People be like, "Oh, I've been doing this 5 years." But I don't give a shit. 5 years, a lot of times, ain't shit. Let's be honest, right? And you see open micers and you see beginners, like I said, on these shows. The reason they're getting booked locally is for the watch. They're being seen. People see them. People know them. They talk to people. They chat with people. Again, you don't got to be cool with everybody in this motherfucker. You just don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you have to be seen. If you want to get booked locally or even get the respect locally, there's a lot of motherfuckers that don't like me. We know this. There's motherfuckers that stay friends with me just to see when I'm gonna blow up or when I'm gonna talk shit or whatever the case may be. But they don't stay friends with me to actually book me, reach out to me. Again, it could be I'm not funny to them or because of the drama I come with. But the thing about it is, man, you gotta just make your own lane. I've done more shows than some people that actually been doing it for me. But it's your desire of what you want to do. So when I go to open mics, I am trying to polish it. I am trying to keep it. I am trying to do new things. I am trying to get new things. And I want to, and I'm cool with it. I might not be on the difference between me and a lot of other people. These motherfuckers don't got kids, bro.
Right. That's the biggest thing.
A lot of these motherfuckers don't got kids. And some of the motherfuckers that got kids, they're like, damn, now we see what this nigga was talking about.
Yep.
I'm saying I'm missing my son and this, that, and the third. There's some people out there that have some shit to say. Make privately and publicly. But if you don't miss your kid when you're doing this shit, you don't love your kid.
Right. I mean, that's my biggest thing is my kids are old enough now. It's not like they go to bed at 6:30, 7 o'clock, you know, like they're up till 9, 10 o'clock. I don't know. I value the time with them versus being out at mics, you know, 3, 4, 5 times a week.
It just depends on your reps and depends on how you do it.
Right.
I came in, the thing about me, man, and it's just keeping it a stack, man. I already got a personality. It's the delivery of the jokes and the timing and pacing. My person, I can make motherfuckers laugh in jail. I can make a cancer patient laugh. You can get shot and I can make you laugh. Because that's my personality. This is actually me. I'm naturally just funny. You know what I mean? Putting it into a joke, that's where the work comes in. But that's why my crowd work is so warm there. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because that crowd work is me. If you ever look at my clips and then look at my jokes, and not saying my jokes aren't good, but of course my jokes aren't as good as my crowd work. Nobody's jokes are as good as their crowd work.
Because it's spontaneous and it's personal. It's
exactly, unless you're not good at crowd work.
Right.
Right? So unless you're not good at crowd work, yeah, your jokes is better. For me, I see crowd. Hey, how you doing? Oh, y'all done talking? Okay. Me? What the fuck y'all talking about back there while I'm on stage? If y'all want to suck each other's dick, just go to the bathroom.
Right.
Damn. Now they gone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like that. So again, I go to open mics, man, to get those new jokes off and to get something and be comfortable in that silence, man. I try to assume, a suicide joke, saying the difference between a suicide attempt and a suicide thought. I went through this whole bit. And it actually went well. I was like, yeah, this actually worked. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I was surprised because, it's a touchy subject, but once you really start talking about it, you're like, oh, this dude's not really talking about suicide.
Right.
He's actually explaining the context of it. It's actually funny. Because I say we all don't have suicide attempts, but we all have suicide thoughts. All of us.
Yeah.
Everybody had a suicide thought before.
That's normal.
Yeah, exactly. And people were like, okay, where is he going with this? Because it was quiet. So I was just naming stuff, like suicide attempt, shooting yourself in the head. That's fucked up while I'm laughing like that.
I love
but
it.
I said suicide thought. Seeing I spent $20,000 on my son's daycare last year. I wanted to kill myself.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was like, oh, okay, now we see where he's going with this. Suicide thought. Man, a suicide attempt, slitting your wrist. Suicide thought, I hate this fucking job. I'm ready to kill myself. Like, so motherfuckers were like, oh, okay. He's not talking about you.
But think about what you just said. They were, you started the intro of the joke and it was dead silent because it was serious, but they were in tune. They were listening to you. They were hanging on every word, and then you drop what you're actually talking about, and it's not only a sigh of relief, but it's hilarious.
Yup. So that's where it was. You know what I mean? So even when we, so even and then that's a new joke I've been trying, and then I pour into the back into being diabetic. Be like, y'all know I'm diabetic. If I ever committed suicide, it ain't gonna be a gunshot. It ain't gonna be a stabbing. It's gonna be chocolate frosting around my mouth and a half-eaten donut in my right hand. That's just gonna be a diabetic suicide. You know what I mean? Like just it's still coming into play because with the diabetes, it's trying to get a good portion that come back up throughout my set. But it's to make that funny. You know what I mean? And then telling people, man, it'd be embarrassing to come to my funeral knowing I died from diabetes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people ask, how he died, man. He ate that chocolate donut and that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just making that bit, funny and shit. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to give everything.
Folks, we're going to take just a second to talk about what's coming in Season 2 of Laugh With Me, which is launching very, very soon and is launching on YouTube. That's right. We're going to have video, pictures, and so much more content coming up on YouTube. You can find all of Season 1 episodes in its audio form on the YouTube page right now. Go ahead and like and subscribe and go back and, listen to all the past episodes so you get caught up on Laugh With Me, which Season 2 will be on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, where, we just happen to be your 66th favorite comedy podcast in the stand-up category. We are your number one comedy podcast in the state of Nebraska. So check us out. And remember, like and subscribe. Now back to the show. Well, Dangerously Diabetic is the tour.
Yes, it is.
April 27th, Jefferson, Iowa. May 3rd, Brimfield, Illinois. In May, you're in Topeka, Williamsburg. You're all over the freaking place. I like the change of pace, I guess, of the going from the suicidal thought to kind of the diabetic with the donut. Is donuts your vice?
You know what? I would say no, but then I got these fucking donuts from Pettit's.
Oh, there you go.
They're not my vice, man. Reese's is my fucking vice.
Okay.
Reese's peanut butter cups is my vice.
Have you tried the different variations of them, like with the Reese's Puffs in them or the potato chips in them?
No, we ain't doing all that, man. It's
really?
The big peanut butter cup and the Reese's Sticks, that's it, man. Oh. And they got to be frozen for at least 30 minutes.
Oh, I hear you there. I love a candy that's frozen. It just hits different.
Mm-hmm. So that's where we at, man.
All right. So, and I know you've been writing. What kind of upcoming projects are we looking at here?
You talking about writing as far as jokes or writing as far as
Well, we're always writing jokes. We know this for a fact. But you've got some other projects that you're working on. I don't know how much you want to disclose, but like kind of just give everybody kind of a set of where you're heading, like what's upcoming with you. It's not just about the comedy shows.
Oh yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about, man. And I might be canning it, man. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a great idea. Nobody got time. Time is the thing.
Did they see me cast in it and they were like, "Fuck it, I'm out"?
They said, Odom. Oh, no, we gotta go. no, you know what it is, honestly, man. Shout out to Clem, man. Because he was supposed to be shooting it, but he's just a busy guy.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? Clem got projects from January. It's not even done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know what I mean. And it's not against Clem, but I wouldn't say I'm on a time schedule, but one thing I don't want to do either is be a jack of all trades and the king of none.
Yeah, so true.
And when you're spreading yourself thin, I already got food and laughter. Let's say the web series goes down. I'm already doing stuff. When you're spreading yourself so thin, and you ain't mastered one, it can be a problem. So me personally, I think it's still something I would want to do if somebody had time to actually do it. You know what I mean? I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be cool. Just 5-6 episodes, see what happens. So it's not really something that I'm constantly on. But that's why you need somebody else to edit and everything like that, because I ain't gonna have time to edit and
Absolutely.
like that. Or I can do it, but it's gonna be cutting into my jokes. And you know I'm on tour right now.
You are on tour. I saw you clocking in for tour the other day.
Man, I was clocking in today, man, while I was on my tour. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to everybody who don't got a tour. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But they still working. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody who promotes and it's not bragging, or if they think it is bragging, you know, tough luck.
And that's something that to promote your like, it is so difficult just to even put yourself out there and get on stage in the first place. Then to do it at a rate and do it with such drive and passion that you're really wanting to create something with this, you know, and make something of this, and you have. And then to want to promote and show people like, hey, come see me. Like, look, this is what I'm doing, and I'm proud of it. And then for people to shit on it and be like, why you bragging? Like, fuck those people.
I'm glad you said it. But
no, but I'm 100% behind that. You should be proud of your stuff, and they should be promoting their shit.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that, because there was a couple comedians that had a problem and still have a problem. But it's the thing, though. They only got a problem because they don't have a solution. They don't have shows, or they don't have as many shows. So when you see me down your timeline and it's flyer after flyer after flyer after flyer after flyer, how you gonna feel?
I need to work harder. That's what it makes me do.
That's how you should feel, right?
Yeah, it makes me want to work harder. It motivates me.
But what does it make a hater feel like, though?
Oh well, yeah. It's fuck that guy. Look at you how you're bragging.
Jealous.
Yep.
And it's crazy because they came from a friend, and it's like, man, what's crazy is you was part of this. You might not had I was putting you on a show. Not saying you're supposed to kiss my ass because of it, but like I just named 6 comedians that's going to be rolling with me to some of these shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't put everybody on every show. You got to do your own work. You got to put your own. You can't. And that's another thing with these comedians is that they want to get put on, but they don't want to do the work to get put on. They don't want to make an EPK. You don't got to have a website per se. They don't want to make a website. They don't want to do none of that, right? Because of why? They ain't lazy, or they just don't know what they're doing. Some people don't know what they're doing. Some people need help. Some people need help. You know,
and that's okay. And that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah,
motherfucker, I needed help. I didn't even know what an EPK was until fucking back in the fucking fall. I was like, hey man, I got this website. He's like, that's cool, but a website's not an EPK. Dude helped me out. Man, come on, man. Ever since I got the EPK, man, I've been booked. Motherfuckers been booking me because what is the EPK when it comes to this comedy shit? It's a resume.
Yeah, it's a resume.
You go apply for a job without a resume?
Nope.
So and if you do, how you expect to get hired? Same thing. Why would you go try to get booked from a comedian or you know, a comedy show if you ain't got your EPK or even a video? Why they gonna hire you? They not, unless you voucher for them. All these people I just named, man, motherfuckers like me so much, think I'm funny. None of these motherfuckers needed anything. And these promoters ain't met none of them except one. Think about that.
Yep.
That's how strong my word is. That's how strong my vouch is. Hey, man, hey, put this guy on. Strong. It ain't no lagging in my vouch. That's how strong my vouch is. How many people can fucking vouch for you and get put on the That's, tell you the truth, man, no brag. That's headliner shit. Only headliners can be like, man, I'm bringing a host, I'm bringing a feature, and then I'm bringing myself. That's headliner shit. Headliners do that shit. Not motherfuckers that just hosting shows. You know what I'm saying? Like this is so that's you can get put on if you know somebody who can vouch for you like me. No questions asked, no video. Hey man, just send me a picture so they can put it on the flyer. Come on, man. You tell me how you tell me if that shit was happening. Come on, man. Hey man, I just need a picture for you to put on the flyer. You don't even need. I'm the homie. I'm the manager at the job when you applying and shit. You already hired.
Yeah.
You ain't fill out an application.
I love that. How long until you're doing you're full on headlining every show?
I'm not
30,
ready to
30,
headline.
40, 40 minutes every show.
I'm not ready to headline.
How long? How long you think?
I still a couple years. This is the thing, man. I feel people are headlining and they're not ready. I was one of them. My first year, what the fuck was I thinking? Second year, what the fuck was I thinking? Third year, hey man, I need to slow the fuck down. I gotta get that accountability level until my shit is tight. Man, what I'm aiming for, man. I just was talking to the homie when I was in South Dakota, and it was after my set. We was talking about jokes, and I said, "Now, if I did a joke like this, and I did a jokes like this in my set like this," he was like, "Bro, how you told the jokes right here in the car, and how you cut them down? Why didn't you do them last night?" He's like, "They were still fine, they still were good, but why you didn't do it last night?" I said, "Shit, because I'm just not thinking about it." My whole thing is, I want 3 to 4 laughs. I want one joke that's 30 seconds and have 3 to 4 laughs in it. So we're talking 2 jokes per minute. And if you're doing a 30-minute set, we're damn near talking 60 jokes, right?
Yep.
They're not really one line. It's just jokes that are 3 to 4 laughs in 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's quick laughs. Yeah.
Hit, hit, hit. Like my GoFundMe joke, I could cut it down the fat so much of that GoFundMe joke. It got 3 laughs in it. But I stretched it out too long. Man, I was just in the hospital in a diabetic coma. Man, my blood sugar was through the roof. That's a lot of fat. There's no funny in that. No funny in that, right? Instead, you say, man, I was in a diabetic coma for a week. First person I called was my mama, and she said, "I want to let you know I contributed $5 to your GoFundMe." That's a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Right? A lot shorter. Instead of getting all that fat in there. Everybody laughs at that GoFundMe part. I'm like, damn, I was thinking 2 things. 1, who the fuck made me a GoFundMe? Everybody usually laughs. 2, $5. Everybody still laughs. And then I said, man, my mama's a cheap bitch. Everybody still laughs. Hey, I hit the homie up. Hey, man, we got to take it down. You sure? Man, it's the right thing to do. It's at $1,000. Man, let me stay here for a few more days.
Yeah, let up.
That joke, 30 seconds, 4 laughs, right there, if I just cut all the fat out. But when I've been telling that joke, it lasts too damn long. I say too much in the beginning. You know what I mean? And then, not only do I say too much in the beginning, I've been trying to add this, the GoFundMe picture, have my son hugging me in the coma. That's not funny. That's more sympathetic. But then I have been twisting around when I say that. I'm like, damn, man. And I think that's real fucked up. They took a picture of my son hugging me while I was in the coma. But it's also genius. You know what I'm saying? So I've been adding that to it, but I like how it already is, where you don't got to add to it. Leave it as it is and just cut the fat out. So as far as headlining goes, man, I got a headline gig I got coming up in a couple months. I think I'll be ready. I have plenty of jokes to do it. And really, if I'm doing 3, 4 in 30 seconds, that's about 60 jokes in 30 minutes. But it just depends on what these jokes are and how I do them. And if I'm getting those hits. When I was at the Funny Bone, I had on Ray Bass, shout out to Ray Bass, man. He was honest with me. He said, man, you had the audience with your attention when you first got up there. And it's the affirmative action part of the show. Laughs. I know there's plenty of Hennessy at the bar, but White Claw, not so much. Laugh. Hey, man, I love the diversity around here. I just want to let y'all know. Laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hit. Then I started trying to go on the storytelling mode. I'm not a storyteller, and I just got to accept that. It's not even that I'm mad about. Not all comedians are storytellers. There's a lot of comedians around here. Well, when I go to the grocery store, I look around and blah, 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 and they storytell it. Yeah. I'm telling you just a joke. Man, I remember when I dressed up one time, I was like, man, I know what y'all thinking. I'm either went to court or I went to go see my probation officer. Laugh. You know what I mean? And damn, court is over with, but I still got this shit on. Laugh. It's like a Mike Epps type. Mike Epps is one of my favorite comedians. He ain't gonna tell you no story. Mike Epps is gonna tell you jokes. That's a perfect example of somebody who can get a joke off 3, 4 laughs in 30 seconds. They just keep moving on. I would say. That's how I'm trying to get my shit.
But I think there's something to be said that when you're doing the funny bone and it's 5 minutes, or if you're doing a 10 to 15, to do it the way where you were just saying, joke, that makes a lot of sense, and you're just going to kill the room. But if you're headlining, you got a little more time, you can spread out a little bit and tell some stories and kind of build that rapport and still hit the laughs.
But if you can hit that, if you put in your head only got 5 minutes, even in the 30-minute set, like if I can't wait to, I ain't bought it yet because nigga had bills to pay. But when I get that video back, that professional video, I know it's good. I was like, this is going to go to festival. It looks good. It's clear cut. This shit can get me in the festival easily. I know it's good. No bullshit. But this is what I'm thinking. If I can do that 5 minutes and times that by 6, that's my 30 right there. That could kill a room.
Yeah.
Laugh, and cut the fat out these jokes. So headlining, hey man, I respect everybody who headline around here. Do the damn thing. But man, I'm trying to focus on opening and hosting, and not really opening as much anymore because they only giving openers like 7 to 10 minutes. Man, I'm past that. Not to be cocky, I'm past that. Let me get that 16, 20 open. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that 30 in. So, and I'll host because that's what shout out to Jason Pringle, man. Bad Credit Comedy. They got me hosting 5 shows. I brought that energy so much to that last show. It was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, no boy, when I went to that last show, I was talking about Oskaloosa. That's one thing I try to do. Okay, what do I know about the city? Okay, the nickname for the city is Oski, right? That's the nickname. Okay, Oski. Okay, that's the nickname. Well, let me relate to the crowd real quick. Hey, what up, y'all? It's a small town, man. Oski. Y'all heard the nickname is Oski here. Everybody's like, yeah, it's Oski. I'm like, Oski? Oski sound like a bitch. Oski sound like a disease I just caught from a bitch. Everybody's like, like, Oski? Oski sound like some weed I ain't trying to smoke. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just bagging on him. Oski sound like a nigga that owed me some money in the hood, but he a crackhead. Everybody's laughing.
Yeah.
Because I'm just making fun of that, and then what do? Bam, now I'm getting to your jokes. Because I already got the crowd by talking about your city. Now I'm about to get into these jokes.
Oh, yeah, they trust you then.
Yeah. Yep. You see what I'm saying? So it's getting that 5. Like, if I can get a heavy 5 like I did at Funny Bone, and times that by 6, it's on. But it's cutting those fat out of those jokes. I'm not a storyteller. It's just, we all got different journeys. I'm not a storyteller. I can tell a story I got this shit about my son. I've been practicing, and I'm trying to make it all one thing. And I even brought some shit back. Like, man, I used to sell drugs, man, but I had to quit selling drugs. I started naming the weed after kid cartoons. Everybody. Shit, I sold some weed to my homie the other day. I gave him a pound of Peppa Pig. Everybody was laughing when I did that joke in South Dakota.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But look how quick that was. Look how quick you just laughed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look how quick it was. Just saying that and just keep going with my kid jokes. My son stayed over with me the other day. He always pissed in the bed, man. He pissed in the bed the other night. And I was like, I know I'm getting old, man, because I touched the bed. I said, why you didn't go to the bathroom? Why you pee the bed? He said, man, I didn't pee, Dad. We peed. I'm like, what? I touched myself, man. I found out I peed too, man. I'm a pissy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, I had to change his diaper and my diaper. We just 2 pissy motherfuckers. Yeah. Damn. Because when you do these jokes in these segments, I don't want to talk about my son after I've already done talking about it.
Right.
I want to be like, all right, guys, so I told you I had a son, right? You told us that like 6-7 minutes ago.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's once I get that cut, and like I said, you see how you just laugh. It's just making it quick. And even that Peppa Pig joke, I used to do that way too long, and I was like, man, I don't even like this joke because it's way too long. But now, I'm saying it to you. That's how I said it in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I used to sell weed, man. Like, the name of a kid cartoon. As soon as you say that, you already got their attention with the kid's cartoon. So when the Peppa Pig come around, they're like, oh, this shit's funny. And I could add another one. You know what I mean? Just for the fuck of it, to get free laughs. You know what I mean? And move on.
Yep.
Like, I don't have to do that no more, man. I love my son, man. I can't be having that.
Well, they're quick and easy laughs, yeah.
Exactly. Then my son started saying he wanted some of the Peppa Pig. I was like, oh, I can't do this shit no more. You know what I mean? Like, You know, like it's the quick, easy laughs, but it's still impactful at the same time.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
not
no.
really one liners. It's just short. They're shorter stories. I'm a short. I would say I'm a short storyteller. Son stealing from the store. Son peeing in the bed. Peppa Pig. My son slapping the shit out of me. He's a bully. You know what I mean? Just anything about my son in those little 2-3 minutes and just keep it moving. Something. Then bring back the diabetes. My son was about to steal some cookies, but I told him I didn't want him to be racist, so put them back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's spinning that it just keeps, the diabetes just keeps spinning into it. Because once I hit him with the racist diabetic shit, you know what I'm saying? And then say don't want my son to steal cookies, and they're gonna be like, oh, that shit's funny. Fuck that back up. You know what I mean?
Well, now I understand why you love hosting, because the quick bam, 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 and then into your diabetic story. I mean, it's gold.
Yeah, I'm telling. When I hosted a couple weeks, like I said, a week and a half ago, motherfuckers was yelling about the diabetes. Is that your diabetes? Your diabetes fucking up? I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm horny as fuck up here. I just had a cookie before I got back up here. You know, just saying shit like that. You know, like it's gold. So until I'm there, and I got, like I said, I got one headline to give, but I'm practicing my 15-20 to be so sharp. I don't want nobody being comfortable coming behind me. I want you to be uncomfortable coming behind me.
I like it. I like the confidence too. That's my favorite part about you, man. Your confidence it motivates me. All right, so we're at the point in the show we're going to play a game. This is a brand new game to Laugh With Me. Okay. It's called First Word, okay? So I'm going to give you a word or a short phrase, and then you're going to tell me the first thing that pops in your head when I say this, okay?
Okay.
You with me?
Yep.
Okay. All runs.
Jokes.
No fumbles.
Me.
Headliner.
Not me. You said one word. You said one word. Hold on.
I'll use it. Not me.
Hold on. Go back.
I love it. Diabetic.
Me.
Coma.
Terrible.
Beef.
Anyone.
Pretty blonde girl.
Theo Moore.
There you go.
Shout out to the homegirl, man.
Oh, that was great. I was hoping you would do that. Oh, that's good. The Dangerously Diabetic Tour is live. It's happening right now, and it's all the way through August, not just through June. There's all kinds of dates. You are a busy guy, and I'm sure you'll be adding to the tour as we go along.
Well, like I said, I got some dates that I know are added. I just ain't put on the flyer or whatever, but I do got them written down what I'm doing, man.
Yeah, tell us.
It's just definitely gonna be fun, man. And even talking to you, man, it's like, man, thinking of those new jokes I was just telling you about, man, it inspired me to make sure I got my shit down, and man, I just appreciate you interviewing me, man. All bullshit, so I know we joke around a lot, man, but appreciate you, man, and man, it's time. Trust me, I ain't gonna forget about you, man.
I love having you on, and I love even when we, can't air what we talk about. I enjoy chatting with you.
Man, fuck these, don't count for these things. Don't
we gotta get